Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin with Ancient Medicine Today, brought to you by drax.com. We're going to teach you that food is medicine and also how to know if your body's out of balance. In fact, 13 warning signs your body's out of balance. You know, sometimes we just wonder if something's wrong. How do you know when to go to the doctor? How do you know when you should get checked out? What are the warning signs and what could they mean? Number one, white tongue. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, a white tongue means many things, but often it has to do with digestive insufficiency or an overgrowth of candida. So you know if you've been on medication, if you've been treated with chemotherapy, etc., you could have thrush, which is white, could be green and brown. I've had it, it's awful. If you got a white tongue, something is imbalanced and you want like a nice pink tongue that looks really good. And most people don't look at their tongue all that much, but if you have kids, you can tell kind of something is brewing on the negative side if their tongue is white. Excess facial hair. Now this is for women. I know this is kind of a troubling topic, but if you've got hormone imbalances, particularly PCOS, you could have excess facial hair, and that can be remedied by balancing your body, particularly on the carbohydrate side and making sure your thyroid and adrenals are in good shape. We'll talk about that in a moment. Irregular periods. People should be regular with their time of the month, with their menstruation. A lot of women journal, write it down. You want to do that because if you are having extended periods of time without your period, that could be an issue. So if you have irregular periods, some are real heavy, some are real light, that could be an underlying issue. Usually, it has to do with too many toxins built up or an endocrine system imbalance. Allergies, seasonal, environmental, food sensitivities. If you've got allergies, it's a sign of something worse. We want to get to the root cause, but when you're coughing, sniffling, sneezing, it's not a cold, it doesn't go away, constant nose running, red, itchy eyes, allergies could be the thing. You want to make sure to get to the bottom of that. We'll tell you in a moment. Belly fat. Folks, we talk about beer belly, we talk about the battle of the bulge. The bottom line is when your belly or abdomen has fat in it called visceral fat, you can measure your belly button, around by the belly button. The more girth you have, the greater risk of all causes of death. This is not a joke, this is serious. Fat is another organ, and visceral fat is hormone disrupting. It can cause toxicity, increase the risk of diabetes, cancer, and of course, cardiovascular disease, heart attack, and stroke. It's no joke. Let's get rid of that belly fat so that we can live a long, healthy life. Brain fog. Now, some people forget where their car was parked, or forget where their keys are, or forget their kids' names. Folks, brain fog is usually the sign of something internal. You need to check it out. Constipation. While medical textbooks, even shown in schools today, say that a bowel movement every 3 days is normal, it may be normal, but it's not healthy. Minimum of 1, better 2 or 3 a day is best. Constipation is usually defined by, I think, 2 bowel movements or less per week. But many people have issues with constipation where it is dry, they have to strain, they've got hemorrhoids. Constipation is not simply localized, it's a systemic issue. If you have a rash, breakout in hives, this happens regularly, that's the sign of a body imbalance. Joint pain, I'm not talking about playing 5 matches of tennis and having a little tendinitis or tennis elbow. I'm not talking about having some soreness from an exercise or sporting event, but chronic joint pain, even episodic joint pain, is a sign something else is going on. Sleep trouble. If you're not falling asleep easily, if you're not staying asleep, and if you're not waking up relatively easy, that means you've got sleep trouble. That means you're imbalanced. And it has to do with a lot of things, but often it relates to what you eat and your nighttime blood sugar and insulin levels. You should be getting into that EMF sleep, dreaming, etc. If you're waking up and you're a man to use the bathroom, that's another issue altogether with your prostate. But sleep troubles indicate an imbalance. Thinning hair. This can be a lot of reasons. Certainly genetic can be part of it, but if not, it could be a thyroid issue, it could be a nutritional issue, And certainly there are ways to encourage thicker, more healthy hair. Anxiety. If you have anxiety fairly often, that indicates a body imbalance. And here's a big one. Are you always cold? There are women that I know, some men too, that are literally covering themselves up with blankets at work, at home, while everyone else is just hanging and fine. Husbands and wives typically operate at different temperatures. I know I always like it cold. My wife runs a little colder, but if you've got cold, clammy hands, if you always feel cold, or if you're always hot, that could indicate a body imbalance. Well, now I've told you all the bad news, but what do you do to determine what's going on and overcome the imbalance? Number one, do a gut check. You may want to get a digestive analysis, or you can just try to track digestive issues such as gas, bloating, heartburn, indigestion. Track how often and frequent you have bowel movements. That's a good way to do a home gut check. You can get allergy or sensitivity testing. There are many ways to do that. ALCAT, ELISA testing. Look online for holistic allergy testing. Find a doctor of functional or anti-aging medicine near you, and they will be able to see what you're sensitive to. This is a big one. If you want to balance your body, you've got to avoid certain foods. Avoid excess carbohydrates. Avoid unbleached and white flours. Avoid sugar and artificial sweeteners. I believe you should avoid pork and shellfish. I think you should avoid damaged fats, high omega-6 oils, trans fatty acid rich foods. Avoid those, and what you should eat. Think of good fats. You want good saturated fats from coconut and grass-fed butter and dairy. You want good fats from olives, olive oil, avocado, macadamia nuts, and almonds. Those are omega-9 fats called monounsaturates. And you want omega-3 fats from fish. You want them from chia, from flax, and from healthy animal foods. You also want colorful foods for their antioxidant levels, and consume some high fiber foods while you're at it. But make sure to cut out some of the excess carbs, because a lot of these imbalances are caused by that. Try acupuncture, the Eastern medical treatment that is truly amazing to help energy, blood, and life force flow through your body. Find a local acupuncturist near you. Nowadays, you can look online and see what type of reviews they get. Can be very, very helpful for issues or maintenance of good health. What are the best exercises for you? Now, a lot of people like to lift weights, you know, curls for girls, all that good stuff, the gun show. But bottom line, folks, as we age, we got to realize that there are certain exercises that make us healthier. Planking, for example, get that core strength going. A lot of people like Pilates, yoga, bar, or gyrotonic. These are exercises that strengthen your body. Jumping on a mini trampoline is amazing. Walking on the beach, flat out walking, sitting all the time causes you issues and can cause imbalances in your physiology. Balancing herbs and oils. Essential oils are so great. Diffuse them. Use them topically. Consume them. Today I have water and I put 5 drops of organic lemon essential oil. Makes the water taste good and it brings about balance through detoxification. Lavender is a great oil, frankincense is a great oil, and herbs are awesome. You can even do a search at drax.com to find the best herbs to balance the body. I bet you'll be surprised. Some of them are right in your cabinet. Conquer infection and parasites. Sometimes your body is out of balance due to your microbiome being imbalanced. You've got the wrong bugs in the wrong place, and the right bugs, they're not even there. Maybe you've been on a lot of antibiotics. Maybe you've been in a foreign country and picked up some parasites. You can conquer infection and parasites using powerful herbs and spices, probiotics with SBOs, good fats, and essential oils. Again, if you're interested in conquering parasites, candida, and bacteria, visit drax.com. I guarantee you we have a great article for you. Balance your electrolytes. This usually means more potassium, more magnesium, more calcium, and less sodium. Consume electrolyte-rich beverages, cultured whey, coconut water, various fruits and vegetables. They all are rich in electrolytes. And if you do consume a lot of salt, cut it down. And consume better salt, Celtic sea salt, real salt, Himalayan salt. The high mineral salts are much, much better for you. Supplement correctly. Get on a good organic multivitamin. Consume a high-quality omega-3. Take a green superfood supplement, which is really good for balance. Vitamin D is typically really, really important as well. A probiotic with SBOs. Take some enzymes if you have digestive issues. And get on a good bone broth, protein, or collagen supplement to help strengthen your connective tissue. Intermittent fasting is a great one. If your body's out of balance, cut down the time in a day that you eat. Fasting is a scary word, but we're talking intermittent fasting. Eat for a shorter period of time to accelerate cleansing. I will give you a trick right now that will shock you. Write down the foods you eat today, all of them, including beverages, including candy, including gum. We kind of leave that out sometimes. Tomorrow, eat all the same food, but do it in half the time. So if you're going to eat today for 16 hours, you start at 6 a.m. and finish at midnight. That's actually longer than 16 hours, isn't it? This is going to be about math, so that'll be the last math question I ask you. Cut that down to 8. You can eat the same food in a shorter period of time and you'll have better health. Absolutely awesome. Intermittent fasting, also known as daily cleansing, is a great way to bust cravings, to improve digestion, to reduce inflammation, and improve sleep. Carb cycling. Lower your carbohydrates 5 days a week, and then a couple of days treat yourself. That's also known as a refeed, but try to lower your carbs, but instead of feeling deprived, know that it's going to be Taco Tuesday. Maybe you're going to have Spaghetti Saturday. You can do it, but make sure to not be on a consistent high carbohydrate level because that's not good for your body, your brain, or other things. Here's a quick recap. 13 warning signs your body's out of balance. A white tongue, excessive facial hair, particularly in women, irregular periods, only in women, allergies, belly fat, thinning hair, always cold or always hot, clammy hands. Sometimes I'll touch somebody's foot and I will feel like I'm putting my hand in a freezer, not normal. Brain fog, forgetting things too often could be an imbalance. Constipation, you got to get your bowels moving. Your plumbing's got to work for you to be healthy. Rashes and hives that last for extended periods of time. That's a sign of imbalance. Joint pain, sleep trouble, and anxiety. And what do we talk about doing? Do a gut check. See what's going on inside. You'll be glad you did. Allergy and sensitivity testing can pinpoint foods that cause you trouble even if you're not aware of it. Foods to eat, good fats, antioxidants. Get fiber in your diet, high quality proteins, lower those carbohydrates, get rid of the chemicals, and start feeling better. Acupuncture is a great way to balance the body. Find a local acupuncturist or doctor of oriental medicine near you. Best exercise for you, it's not about building the external muscles. Build the core, build the inside. Exercise is critical. You've got to do it. Move it or lose it. Balancing herbs and oils. Essential oils and herbs should be used every day to balance the body. Get rid of infection, parasites, bacteria, yeast, and virus. You can do it naturally. Electrolytes, more potassium, more calcium, more magnesium, and less sodium. And when you do consume salt, make it the right kind. Supplements. Get your multis, get your omega-3, get your green foods, get your protein from bone broth and collagen. Make sure that you are supplementing with real food supplements. Intermittent fasting. Shorten the time window when you eat. Most people aren't hungry for breakfast anyway. You were just told it's the most important meal of the day by the cereal companies, incidentally. Skip breakfast. Yes, skip breakfast. Eat over a shorter window. Watch the pounds come off. Watch your body come alive. And carb cycling. Don't get off carbs. Don't always go low carb and moan and groan about it. Cycle. Maybe a few days you're on lower carb, then you treat yourself. That's the best way to do it. That protects your body. That brings you into balance. You know how else you can get into balance? By checking out nearly 2,000 articles teaching you how to use food as medicine at drax.com. And by the way, Ancient Medicine Today is here to give you the latest cutting-edge information brought to you by Dr. Josh Axe and myself, Jordan Rubin, or both of us. We are here to help you transform your health. So subscribe to this channel today, and if you've enjoyed the 13 warning signs that your body's out of balance and 11 ways to get you in balance, back in the swing of things, back in the game, make sure to click that share button. Send this to everyone you know because they might find information that can transform their life. I'm Jordan Rubin for Ancient Medicine Today, brought to you by drax.com, wishing you abundant health, and God bless you.
Hi, Dr. Axe here. I want to say thanks so much for checking out this YouTube video, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more great content on things like herbs, essential oils, natural remedies, and how to use food as medicine. Also, check out more of our content on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.